Don't tell me you can sell your product, show me. I'm Ashley Tate. I left school at 16 and since then I've started over 19 different companies. Most of them failed, but 3 of them changed my life forever. I'm going to tell you the stories about how I did it and how you can do it too. Revenue is worth 10 times more than any investment. The lessons you'll learn by generating that revenue will teach you more than any amount of time you put into a pitch deck and any amount of conversations you have with investors. My advice to any founders before even trying to raise investment is go and sell something. Try and raise that first pound, £10, £1,000 of revenue, because what you learn from going out there and selling your product to real people will teach you more than any amount of feedback you'll get from any investors. Most founders give away far too much equity in their company early on. The first thing I hear a lot of founders say to me is, how do I raise money? And usually what I say to them is, have you tried to sell your product? Because if you've not tried to sell your product, one, you don't know if anyone wants to buy it, but also investors don't know if anyone wants to buy it. If you can turn up in a room having sold even just 1 unit, if you like, of your product, you've proven that you've got a product that there is demand for, that people want to buy, and you'll find it 10 times easier to raise money. Not having money and not having investment is one of the best positions you can be in as a founder. I know this sounds crazy, but it will force you to make decisions that are the right decisions for the business. Having cash in the bank, it's easy to spend that money, but you can spend it on all the wrong things, build completely the wrong product, and then be in a position where you've run out of cash, investors have lost faith, and got a failed business. Now, there's nothing wrong with failing. You can always build from there, but you're in a much better position if you can go out and prove just through hard work, determination, and just having those conversations that you can generate sales from the very minimum product that you can produce. And I often push founders on this. I hear founders say, oh, there's no way I can sell this product until this is finished, or that's finished, or I've got this user interface. And I'll challenge them over and over again. Could you do it with this? Could you do it on a spreadsheet? Could you do it on a calculator? A real good example of this is when we started to split the bills, the idea was born out the back of my first business, which was Fit Property, a student property management company. And a problem that all our tenants had, all our students had, was they always fell out about the bills. And I remember having a conversation one day in our office and I said, what if we paid the bills for them? And there was very little more thought that went into it other than that. So half an hour later, we put a sandwich board outside our office and it said, students, we'll pay your bills, any property. Within about 10 minutes, we had people come into the office asking what this was all about. And it was at that moment we knew we had a product. The alternative to that is you can spend weeks and months producing website, systems, a product, and you don't know if anyone wants to buy it. Just because you've got an idea and you think there's a problem doesn't mean anyone else thinks there's a problem. So the quicker you can get out there and validate that there are real customers willing to spend real money on your product, the stronger position you'll be in. Key things to take away from this are, validate that your product has demand. If you need to build a product to do that, build the smallest, cheapest thing that you can do to get it in front of customers. If you can do it through marketing, start a wait list. If you can do it through conversations, have those conversations. Speak to as many potential customers as you can. Don't spend any money building a product until you've proven somebody wants to buy it. When starting a business, try and generate revenue first. If you focus on investment first, you'll probably raise money and spend it on the wrong things. Selling your product will teach you more, or trying to sell your product will teach you more about what you need to build than any number of investor conversations. And you'll be in a much better position when you do need to raise money, having proven you've got a product that people want to buy, and even better, having a product that people have bought. I'm Ashley Tate. Thank you for watching. If you'd like what you've heard today, please subscribe. We're going to share even more content about raising investment, starting businesses, growing teams, and hopefully inspire more people to start businesses.